Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Shows, Style, and Spirit. I am Ebony, of course. And as you can see from the title of this video, we will be talking about a few different topics, including Melody Shari, the Real Housewives of Atlanta's Drew Sidora's husband, Ralph Pittman, and more. Now, before we get into these stories, I ask that you please hit the like button on this video and please subscribe to the channel. And know that everything that I'm saying in this video is alleged and just my opinion. And the Copyright Act of 1976 says that my fair use commentary on a couple of clips are allowed. Now, this week marked the 4th anniversary of Telltale Signs, Melody Shari's first music single. Echoing her previous marriage, Telltale Signs is a mid-tempo jam written with vivid lyrics about a marriage that's over because the man is a dog, a Rottweiler Chihuahua. Chihuahua? I think so. You can stream Telltale Signs on all streaming platforms. And of course, I did not want any copyright issues, so I did still shots for you all. I actually enjoyed checking out the video again. I love Telltale Signs. My favorite Melody Shari song is Down, but Telltale Signs is the first one, baby. And I love the visuals. I thought it was great. Remember the dance scene on that huge porch, and when she's in the spotlight wearing that beautiful gown? And of course, she was walking the dog. I always wondered, like, for behind the scenes content, was that dog very mild mannered, or did it get restless and impatient during filming? I always wanted Melody to talk about that dog because he definitely looked like he wasn't having it, but he seemed so calm with her, especially when they were sitting by the pool. And the guy who plays the dog, he was definitely hot, okay? Some very nice eye candy, and it was a great video. And these were the opening shots where she's preparing dinner and she's singing about, you're gonna make the Scorpio come out, and they are having dinner and she's talking about how he's messed up. He's trying to get her back. She's saying, get out of here. And she is sitting poolside with the dog, okay? And then the video closed out with Melody in that beautiful spotlight and that beautiful gown. What were some of your favorite parts of Telltale Signs? And if you're not into streaming your music, you can definitely watch the video here on YouTube, on Melody Shari's YouTube channel by the same name. Telltale Signs has gotten over 1 million views in the past few years. Congratulations to Melody Shari on that as well. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about Mr. Ralph Pittman. He is a trip. We have to talk about what he is up to. All right, so I'm going to play a clip for you all. This is like Drew Pittman's trailer or preview to his podcast called Ralph in the Basement. And it is just absolutely so ghetto, okay? But let's get into some of the details now. Ralph Pittman, the hopefully soon-to-be ex-husband of Real Housewives of Atlanta's Drew Sidora, has taken divorce to the gutter. He will be filming his podcast, Ralph in the Basement, from, you guessed it, he and Drew's basement. So I'm going to go ahead and play this clip, and then I will come back with my commentary. Please hit the like button. Thank you.
Down with her, and I was like, listen, look, based on everything that's going on, I think we should go our separate ways. I think, we put them. Yo, look, if they come down, everybody got free reign because she's not allowed to be down here. So if she come down these steps, I'm going to the courts. You know what I'm saying? Y'all putting it right in the app. Hey, Drew violated the order. Look, it's not a game out here. You know what I'm saying? It's not a game. I'm standing on business. I'm standing on business here, Let me drink to that. I had the conversation. I sat down with her, and I was like, listen, look, based on everything that's going on, I think we should go our separate ways. I think, we put them. Yo, look, if they come down, everybody got free reign because she's not allowed to be down here. So if she come down these steps, I'm going to the courts. You know what I'm saying? Y'all putting it right in the app. Hey, Drew violated the order. Look, it's not a game out here. You know what I'm saying? It's not a game. I'm standing on business. I'm standing on business here. You know. Let me drink to that. I had to.
Okay, so I wanted you all to check that out a couple of times. In the beginning of the clip, Ralph Pittman is speaking really low, and he said, I figured after everything that was going on between us, I told her, why don't we just go our separate ways? And then his videographer interrupts him and says, someone is coming down the stairs. And that's when Ralph Pittman says, if she violates that court order, I'll just go ahead and let the judge know. Now, Drew and Ralph, they are still living in the marital home, but Ralph lives in the basement per the court order. They can even report each other's behavior to the presiding judge using an app that they are both on, along with the judge who is presiding over their divorce case. In my opinion, Ralph makes marriage and getting a divorce look so ghetto. There were actually women in the comment section saying, may they never meet a man like him. Some men were even saying that these guys really be sassy out here. Now, the sassy comment came to be, in my opinion, because Ralph plans to spill Drew's tea. That is just so silly. Ralph, let the bloggers spill the tea. It's giving, kind of like a little bitchy. I think that, you should have content based on your interest. I believe you work in IT. You were putting together some sort of software for children to use. What's wrong with making IT content? There are a lot of huge YouTubers who are like in that technology space, the gamers. I think that you should more so go that route. But you focusing on you being in the basement because you're going through a divorce and you plan on talking about how you said maybe we should go our separate ways. Like you just have to let the world know that you were breaking up with her. You were starting the whole process of ending the marriage. I feel like he's just trying to embarrass her. And I can remember one of the earlier seasons that she was a part of, like season 13 or 14. I remember there being a scene where Drew gets up and leaves and she tells the producer that's in the home, he's always trying to embarrass me. Now he feels like even while the marriage is over, he is still going to embarrass her. And shout out to the Bravo Shade Room. That is where I'm getting this clip. This clip is also on the Neighborhood Talk. So you have a couple of different options where you can see. Now, I also want to say, why do some of these judges come up with these ghetto setups for these people? I feel like maybe you should try adhering to these arrangements that you're setting up. You try living with your ex-spouse or soon-to-be ex-spouse in the same home, and they're in the basement, or you're in the basement and they have the other levels. I think that it's a little ridiculous, but I imagine it could be a slew of reasons why they're both living in the marital home. Perhaps they're not ready to sell the property. Drew may have told the judge, I'm on a reality TV show. We are filming. I'm speaking, of course, in last year, 2024. We're filming. I have 3 kids. I do not have the time to look for a new place, pack up this house, move, and still film for the show and get my kids off to school each morning. Or it could be a matter of one of them plans on staying in the home. So they want to, for whatever reason, they're both there. And then if one of them will keep the house, they'll refinance, take that spouse's name off of the deed. And if they want money, which I imagine they would, they'll get like half the equity. So they'll get like a check at closing, blah, blah, blah. But I think that it's a very unusual setup. Let me know in the comments, have you known anyone who was getting a divorce that they were sharing the marital home? And do you know of anyone going through a divorce who used an app to communicate with the judge about the other spouse's behavior? This seems very interesting, but you know what? I think that it's sincere. I do not think that it is just for a storyline because Drew actually seems to be using Portia's baby daddy for a storyline. And even on the Bravo Shade Room, that video right to the right of Ralph's is Portia, going live for a moment, dragging Drew and saying that, her assistant tipped her off that Dennis went to Chicago to film with Drew Sidora. And we know that Drew is from Chicago. So if that's a fact, we definitely have to see those scenes. And I will definitely be tuning in. All right, so there is another story that I definitely wanted to share with you all. So I'm going to get that ready for you all. Let's see here. Please hit the like button. And now, so StreamYard has been doing this to me where it has been getting rid of the audio on a story. So you will not be able to hear the audio, unfortunately, but it is, you will be able to see the visuals and I'll be able to read the caption to you to let you know what happened. So you won't be able to hear the audio on this story, unfortunately. This is my second time filming this video. I thought if I did it again, it would be all good, but StreamYard is not having it. Maybe I will try one more time to pull up another window and then see if it will allow you all to hear the story. It is about a man who is serving 4 life sentences, and his wife actually went to visit him and for a conjugal visit, and she ended up losing her life. Someone with their bare hands, strangled her. And so it's very unfortunate. And I just want to talk about, people willing to sacrifice their safety all in the hands of, visiting a man. So I wanted to share that with you all. Let's see. I'm going to give this a try. Hopefully you all can hear the audio. All right, let's do it. I don't think that you all can hear it. So I'll just go ahead and read the caption to you because there's no microphone symbol in StreamYard. So in any event, 62-year-old Stephanie Dowells went to visit her husband, David Brinson, at the Mule Creek State Prison in California. And again, Brinson is currently serving 4 consecutive life sentences for unaliving 4 people back in 1993. He also has an additional 20-year determinate sentence without the possibility of parole. Now, because they were married, they could have overnight conjugal visits. And during one of those conjugal visits, Brinson actually picked up a phone and said that his wife had passed out, but she was pronounced as unalive. And a coroner found that she had been, angled. That's when someone takes their bare hands and they put it around the neck. And that was how she lost her life. Now, no one has been formally charged with her unalivement, but my commentary is, what was her interest in going to see someone who I imagine from the looks, he was in his 60s, just like her, who's in prison for 4 consecutive life sentences? During this news report, the video, the family is saying that she would read the Bible with him and she was trying to help him be a better person. I feel like someone who has more years behind them than in front of them, who's in prison serving 4 consecutive life sentences, I think that time is over for them being a better person. I know that some will say there's hope for anybody, but not at the cost of your own safety. He would have to read the Bible on his own from those prison walls without me going there. Definitely not overnight for a conjugal visit. I just feel like women sacrifice way too much in the name of saying that they have a man or have a husband. And the Bible also says some people have a reprobate mind, like you have to leave them where they are. I'm not saying that this man has a reprobate mind. I do not know him, of course. But the point that I'm making is you should not look at the Bible as an excuse to not use your common sense. I believe that God wants us to be empowered and assertive and speak up for ourselves and cut people off who mean us harm or could potentially mean you harm. And his 4 consecutive life sentences, to me, that screams the potential to do harm. And I feel really bad. I have so many regrets for this woman because her family is mourning her loss, including her mother and her children. She has 2 adult sons and she has a daughter-in-law. And it's really sad. And I just wish she had never gone there. I wish she never spent overnight on the prison compound for the conjugal visit. And then she could still be here. So my condolences to her and her family. And I thank you all so much for checking out this video. Please hit the like button on this video as it is a free way of supporting the channel. And please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit if you have not already done so. Happy Friday to you all. We're going to have a fantastic weekend. And of course, you will hear from me over the weekend. I am about to get out of the house. The sun is shining. I am going to go see either Snow White or Alto Nights. That is a mafia movie starring Robert De Niro. So I cannot wait. And I will talk with you all soon. Bye.